bit more, and then I actually started to remember, like, have actual visuals about it.
Well, you thought it was a stranger that molested you.
Yeah, and it was, my mum always had this shitty story that just didn't add up. My mum's kind of a little bit of a liar sometimes, but she's a storyteller anyway.
Do you still talk to her?
Yep, it's hard, but yep.
What do you mean it's hard? Because she's a liar?
It's a weird thing with us. I didn't really feel like I was raised by anybody. So I'm a little, because now I have kids and I'm a parent and I care and I.
What do you mean you weren't raised by anybody?
I told her that somebody fucking made me suck their dick when I was 5.
Right.
And they didn't fucking kill this dude.
Right.
They just he didn't know what he meant. Or another guy offered me speed when I was 11 at a party, and I was like, what happened to that guy? Oh, he was having a bad time. He was in a bad phase. What bad phase? If you give my fucking kid speed when she's 11, I will fucking cave your face in and you will die.
Right. Now, so let me understand something. You had a memory of sucking some guy's dick when you were 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you'd repressed it for a while.
Yeah.
And so when you went to your mother to ask her about it, she confirmed that, in fact, you did suck someone's dick.
Yeah.
But she said it was a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow you started to piece it together that it could have possibly been your grandfather, because both your parents don't talk to the grandfather.
No.
Because, go ahead.
I just found that out. I've recently started to call my grandfather. He's like 89 years old.
Right.
Scottish dude who became, when he separated from his wife died, then he married somebody younger than my father. She took all his money, and then he moved to another place and became a cross-dresser. Dressed as a woman. So
your grandfather became...
Yeah.
He started dressing as a woman.
Yeah.
So everyone had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. My dad sent him money, but he hated him. My dad's was a very homophobic man.
Right.
But I know my auntie hated him.
Right.
I always thought there was something weird there. She never liked him. And then recently I've been actually called him on my show a couple of times so he could tell old stories about being in wars and shit like that.
Sure.
And then my mum found out and called me and said, have you been calling your granddad lately? And I was like, yeah, I have actually. I haven't spoken to the guy for years.
Right.
And she's like, well, I don't think you should do that anymore. I'm like, what? Has he offered you any money? Has he asked for any money? I'm like, no, he didn't ask for any money. I just like to talk to the guy. It's my grandfather.
Right.
He's probably going to die soon.
Right, I want to know.
Do not talk to him. Your auntie and I are coming for your birthday, and we're going to sort it out and tell you some stuff. And I'm like, tell me what? What's going on? Just, there might have been some sexual things happening with both of them. So now, there's a chance...
Was your mother implying that your grandfather is the guy...
my dad and my auntie.
All right, so she claims that your dad and your aunt, his sister, were molested by your grandpa.
Yeah.
And was she implying that the person that you blew at 5 years old was your grandpa?
That's what I was starting to think, yeah. Because I don't understand how where did this person go? Apparently he was told off. I know my father.
Right.
If a dude made me suck his dick, he's dead.
Right.
That's the end of it.
So,
the only way he wouldn't be dead is if it was my grandfather.
I see. So did you ask your mother, was it me sucking Grandpa's dick?
I'm waiting. I'm going to wait until
they're coming and they're going to have this discussion.
When is the talk? Because I need to know. October? Have it here on the air, will you, please?
Yes.
All right. Please. Have you asked your grandfather?
No.
Have you talked to him since they told you not to?
No, I haven't.
I see.
So there's no way you sucked your dad's dick. There's no way this was a stranger. The culprit you're looking at now is your own grandfather.
That's what I think.
You got to call your grandfather and ask him.
I'm going to call him right now.
You think he would admit to it?
Do you really?
Let's call your grandpa right now.
I'll do it.
Holy shit.
Because he's also got to admit to the auntie and the father.
Get my manager.
Get
my phone.
Get the phone.
We'll
what are you going to do? You want Gary to set it up?
Just call him. I mean, he's pretty senile, but I mean,
yeah, let's call him.
I mean, like I said, I'd rather...
Let's find out if your grandfather...
Should I make out with George while we're waiting?
Yeah, make out with George and stuff M&M's in your cock while we're waiting to find out if you sucked your grandpa's dick.
Time.
George, can you blow me while I call my grandfather and say, look what you've done to me?
I'm married.
There'll be no blowjobs here. Yes, Gary.
Do you want to give me the number?
Yeah, it's a phone. My phone's in there.
Okay, I'll bring you the phone.
Man, are you nervous about this?
Yeah.
This is more dangerous than getting punched in the face.
This is more dangerous than skateboarding.
Yeah, this is great. All right, give Gary the number. Gary, tell the grandpa we need to talk to him on the air.
And
just say Jason's on our show. It's the Howard Stern Show, and Jason does want to ask you a question. It's a rather intimate question.
Okay.
All right. Is he going to talk to me in a woman's voice or a man's voice?
No, he's not dressed as a woman anymore. He's a man again.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's all old and his legs don't work and shit.
Did you ever see him dressed as a woman? Did you
One time I was in Queensland doing a skateboard contest and I was out drinking one night.
Right.
And I was at an intersection at a light getting ready to cross the street.
Right.
And a car that pulled up at the light was the car that my father owned and sent up there for him. That's the only reason I recognized it, because I used to drive it.
Right.
And I was at the light, and I looked over, and there was a man with a wig on, and I was like, oh! And I hid behind a pole, and then it just drove by, and I looked in the window and went, oh, my God, Jock is a woman.
Jason.
I can't believe it.
I'm glad you're going to let your grandpa answer this, because maybe he's innocent.
I hope he's.
But what do you think he's really going to admit it?
Well, maybe he's senile and he will admit it.
I want to know what he did to did he do anything to my father?
Let the man answer the charges. Why shouldn't you have a relationship with your grandpa? Maybe he's being falsely
That's
accused.
what I was weird about. I'm like, how can you guys decide my relationship with my grandfather? Because we're similar. He used to be a pro hockey player, and he was in the...
So you're mad at your mother, though, because she didn't protect you from what might have been your grandfather.
Yeah, and I'm mad at my mother because I don't feel like anybody was ever dealt with the way they should have been for doing something like that to a child.
Right. If she does, in fact, know who you blew, that should have been dealt with.
Both of them. The guy that blew me and the guy that offered me crystal meth should be taken care of. Not they were in a bad phase in their life.
They're making excuses for these people.
It's just a crazy... I mean, you're a dad. You know what I mean? Like, if someone told me that...
I would never allow that to happen. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, not only did it happen...
If somebody did that to my daughter, I'd have you kill them. I'm not kidding.
And I would fucking do it.
Of course.
Because I can hold that rage.
I know that. Who else am I going to ask?
I have no problem doing
that.
Well,
no wonder you want to punch people and get punched in the face.
It's not like... You know what?
You have anger.
Yeah, I do have anger.
You're goddamn right you do, and you may be justified with that anger.
Yeah,
you weren't protected as a child.
Yeah,
but maybe self-esteem issues, too.
That's right.
I hate myself for sure.
Oh, God.
Hi, this is Jason's grandpa. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, he sucked my cock.
He did. Now, why'd you...
He was good, too.
No, he wasn't that... He used his teeth.
At least I have a cock, you little bitch. You're going to lose again today, Sal.
His father was a lot better at sucking my teeth.
Touche.
All right. Thank you, Jason's grandpa. All right. Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on the air. What's happening?
What's going on, Howard?
Hey.
I was just calling to say that Jason's got agreed to, and that last caller needs to go to his mom's house and clean my shit out of her fish tank.
Very good. Okay, I like to hear that. Chuck, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say, Jason has a segment where he does cock off your chest, and it's got to be one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
What is cock off your chest?
It's get the cock off your chest.
All right, go ahead.
When people can just call in and say some stuff, really bad stuff that's happened to them, a lot like what I'm doing right now, except probably not as extreme. Fuck it. But people will call in and they will tell, you know, I mean, things that, you know, they get a blowjob from a tranny, or, you mean, they took a shit on someone's chest.
Right.
They say it, slate's clean.
Right.
Move on with your life. Hold the show and get the cock off your chest.
Is it like a confession to a priest?
Yes,
in a sense? Yeah,
it is.
You say, hey, man, get it off.
Anonymous, too.
Completely anonymous.
And maybe you got a good point, because sometimes when you just say this stuff out loud, it makes it a little less intense.
You hold them in. I feel my show, the things that I've revealed, that, you know, I mean, the tranny in Amsterdam that got suction in my ass.
What? What happened with the tranny?
I got a black... You don't know about this one?
No.
I got a fucking... Oh, God, I'm so gay. George, can you please give me a hand job and just fucking...
What happened to you? You
I went to Amsterdam and I was really drunk, and I used to get a lot of hookers in Amsterdam. That's what you do. Smoke weed and get hookers. Hello, they're all legal.
Right.
So I get a hooker because I like black chicks.
Right.
Sorry, Robin. African-American women. She wasn't American. Like a black chick.
Right.
So I pick a black chick, and I'm like, cool, she's hot. And I go in there and give her the $50. And you know, I'm 19. I don't know anything. So this chick,
you knew something.
I did. Look, I'm not gonna lie. She tells me all the time. She bends me over and starts the reach around thing.
Sure.
And then she all of a sudden I'm like, oh, she's gonna try and put something in my ass, and I've never had anything in my ass, so I don't know. But I'm a thrill seeker. I love to learn.
Sure.
So I thought maybe this could be a good time.
Right.
So then it started all of a sudden something's pushing on my rectum. And then I'm like, because I was like, and I'm like, I don't, it doesn't feel good to me at all. Like, I'm getting weird about it. And I turn around, when I turn around, my butt sort of moves, so my butt moved out of the way and the suction came off, and there's a fucking little black dick.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, no, you can't.
How much dick got in your ass, do you think?
Fuck you, Robin. In fucking hysterics over there with your fucking hot pants on you.
What did you? Seriously,
I wanted to Robin, but I got a Howard.
How much dick was in your ass?
I would say half a knob.
Wow. You took it, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. They got in there. I guess he must have lubed you.
It's great to be here.
Where
yes,
was the grandpa?
So, when was the last time you spoke to your grandpa?
About a month ago, 2 months ago.
Because we can't get through. At first, I was getting a busy signal, so I got an international operator.
Right.
We're calling Australia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you are.
And I got the Australian operator, said the number's not in service.
When you make these
scary.
That's funny.
He's already out of town.
Maybe they already took care of him. That's what they're coming to tell me.
No, it's funny that, this is all with your grandpa and your mother's making a special trip and all this kind of stuff.
My auntie, by the way, never talks to me. For her to come and do this,
but your grandpa,
really scary.
It probably got back to your grandpa that you've been making these accusations, hasn't it?
I haven't told anybody.
You just told me.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I'm the first one you told?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I might have mentioned on the radio a little bit, but it's, the time I have...
Well, I think in all fairness to your grandpa, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say this is all horseshit.
Well, there's an accusation. That's all we can say.
I feel like maybe you're in the clear on me, but I know for a fact that he did something to my auntie, so he's not in the clear at all.
Well, your auntie claims that, your grandpa doesn't, or unless he admitted that to you.
Well, we'll get it. I haven't even talked to him about being a cross-dresser. I've been too scared to even bring that up.
I see. Well, it's very unfortunate that level of communication hasn't occurred. Let's go to... yes, Chuck.
Hey, can you let Jason tell you about how he punishes the guys on his show when they make mistakes and do stuff wrong?
You're really harsh with people who work for you, right? Like I'm too gentle. Benji goes out and starts annoying the ex-governor of Minnesota.
If Benji worked for me, he'd have no legs.
Really? Yeah. What do you do to your staff?
Well, I don't really have a staff. First of all, I have one person that works for me right now. We're on fire, Howard, as you know, Sirius XM.
Yeah. It's hard to get support.
It's hard to convince them how good I am. A lot of people in the big glass offices sort of agree with those first two callers.
Believe me, I happen to agree. I'm thinking about who's going to pay for that international call, Gary.
It's a tough budget, but I just...
What do you do to your staff?
It's nipple clamp, kick him in the leg kicks for minor fucks up. I give you a little leg kick.
Right.
But we have games where we hit you with a kendo stick or
wow.
We tie you up somewhere.
That hurts a kendo stick. I mean, that isn't lightweight.
Yeah, but it sounds awesome. My favorite thing is to get somebody to pretend they're an animal. My favorite one is to squeal like a pig.
Yeah.
I get my friend to squeal like a pig, and I hold his arms behind him with a kendo stick, or someone else hold his arms behind him, and then I punch him in the stomach over and over again while he squeals like a pig.
You like that?
It sounds really funny.
Sounds like an angry man who didn't get protected as a child.
I'm punching someone in a very professional way where their insides do not pop.
Okay, Mac, you're on the air in Morristown, New Jersey. You're on with our friend Jason Ellis. He's going to be on Ellis Mania, premiering tonight at 10 o'clock on Fuel TV. You can check out the Jason Ellis Show weekday afternoons from 3 to 7 on Faction, Sirius Channel 28 and XM Channel 52. And you can check out Jason at ellismania.com and on Twitter at ellismate.
Number 2, how come you don't want me to work for you?
What do you mean?
Afternoon guy.
Well, let me ask you something, because this is a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand people. People will say to me, hey, why don't you get an afternoon guy? Because, Bubba's not here anymore. And I'll say, well, I'll even say to them, you got Jason. We're all on...
You can't switch the channel. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, we're all on the radio together. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, you're my bro. We're all bros in this together. We're all working for Sirius.
Okay.
Why would somebody be tied down to say they have to hear the afternoon show on my channel? Like, I would think it would make sense to bring in somebody... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Because you feel you get more exposure.
I think it'd be faster.
Because, well, maybe you're right.
I'm in a hurry.
All right. That's a good point.
Yeah. And I would love to be associated with
the show.
The guy that I wanted to be in radio for.
All right, fair enough. I'll look into that. Yeah. Seriously, I will.
I'm just saying I would love to be a part of the Army.
Go ahead, Mac.
Well, first time, long time, King. I really appreciate the opportunity. Robin, you're gorgeous. George, thank you. Jason, I appreciate everything you do.
Thanks, Steve.
I just wanted to say, Howard, you sounded like you were picking on him in the beginning a bunch.
Who, on Jason?
Yeah, it seemed like you were just picking a little, like
I'm talking to him
on the arm.
No, I get it. No, because I do seem crazy. I understand that. It's very hard for me to justify sometimes too. But I also know that you've got to know who you are, and I have to vent it somewhere. And I believe that I vented it in the most positive way that Jason Ellis can do so.
No, I mean, listen, what are you talking about? So what are you challenging, I mean, I'm trying to understand the man. What are you challenging Sal to today? Do you want to, does he know about this, Sal? Does he agree to this?
He knows about it. He should know about it. I'm challenging him because I know that the King of Pouches is over. There's no way he's ever going to beat me at that. But this one is, it's more pain involved. Ooh. This one is the nipple, who can put the most nipple clamps on their penis. Because one time I put a bunch of nipple clamps on my penis and it fucking hurt and it was hilarious. But I thought, how hilarious would it be if 2 dicks were being tortured in front of Robin Quivers?
I know.
Very exciting.
Now, George, does that appeal to you? I mean, that
it does not appeal at all.
You're not into the pain.
You're not a nipple
I'm not
clamp
into
guy.
pain. It
Sal,
should be pleasurable.